Did you know that over 80% of motorcycle crashes result in injury or worse? That's a scary number, but here's the truth. Most of those accidents could have been avoided with the right riding techniques. If you're a new rider, mastering the basics isn't just about looking cool on your bike. It's about staying alive and in control. In this video, I'm breaking down 7 essential tips that every beginner needs to know. These aren't the same old ride safe cliches, you're getting real practical advice that will instantly improve your confidence and control on two wheels. So whether you just got your license or you've been riding for a bit but still feel shaky on the road, this is for you. Let's get into it. Number 1. Trail braking for better cornering control. One of the biggest mistakes new riders make is braking too hard before a turn, then coasting through it with no control. That's where trail braking comes in, a technique used by pro riders to maintain grip and stability while cornering. Instead of slamming the brakes before the turn and hoping for the best, you gradually ease off the front brake while leaning in, keeping a slight amount of braking force until you're fully committed to the curve. This keeps weight on the front tire, improving traction and making it easier to adjust mid-corner if needed. Now, before you go all MotoGP on the streets, here's the catch trail. Braking can be risky if done wrong. Too much front brake while leaned over can overload the tire and cause a low side crash. That's why it's crucial to practice in a controlled environment, first a big, empty parking lot, or a quiet back road. Keep it light, smooth, and gradual. Get comfortable with the feel before trying it at higher speeds. The truth is, trail braking isn't just for racers, it's a game changer for real-world riding. Number 2. Adjusting your suspension for your riding style. Most new riders don't even think about suspension settings, assuming their bike comes perfectly set up from the factory. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Manufacturers set up stock suspension for an average rider, usually around 170 to 180 pounds, which means if you're lighter or heavier, or if you ride aggressively, or carry luggage, your bike isn't handling as well as it could be. Dialing in your suspension makes a huge difference in comfort, control, and overall ride quality. The key areas to focus on are preload, compression damping, and rebound damping. Now, here's where things can go wrong. Messing with your suspension blindly can make your bike feel worse, not better. Too much preload can make the ride stiff and unstable. Too little can make it wallow in corners. If your damping settings are off, you could end up bouncing over bumps or feeling like the bike is nosediving under braking. The best way to get it right? Start with small adjustments and test how the bike feels. Find a familiar stretch of road. Tweak one setting at a time and note the difference. If you want precision, look up the factory recommendations and tweak from there. Number 3. Learning throttle blipping for seamless downshifts. Ever downshifted and felt your bike lurch forward like it just hit an invisible wall? That's because the engine speed didn't match the lower gear. Throttle blipping fixes this by giving the throttle a quick flick while downshifting, bringing the RPMs up to match the new gear. The result? Smoother, more controlled downshifts with less stress on the transmission and rear tire. It's especially useful when riding aggressively or approaching a turn, helping you keep the bike stable instead of unsettling the suspension. But here's the catch. If you overdo it, you might rev too high or lose control, so practice in a safe area before using it at speed. Once you get the hang of it though, you'll feel way more connected to your bike and shift like a pro. Number 4. Using your core instead of your arms for control. A lot of new riders make the mistake of holding onto the handlebars for dear life, gripping too tight and using their arms to brace themselves. The problem? This kills your control, tires you out fast, and makes your inputs jerky. The real trick is to let your core do the work. Instead of relying on your arms, engage your abs and legs to stabilize yourself, especially during braking, acceleration, and cornering. This keeps your upper body relaxed, allowing for smoother steering and better overall bike control. If you're feeling arm fatigue after a ride, chances are you're not using your core enough. Try tightening your abs slightly and pressing your knees into the tank. It'll instantly take pressure off your arms and give you way more stability without fighting the bike. Number 5. Master throttle control. Throttle control is the single most important skill every rider needs to master. It's not just about going faster, it's about staying smooth, balanced, and in control. A jerky throttle hand can make the bike feel unpredictable, mess with your suspension, and even cause unwanted wheel spin or instability in corners. The key? Stay relaxed and apply throttle gradually. Think of it like turning a screwdriver, not twisting a doorknob with force. A light grip on the throttle helps you make precise inputs, especially in turns or low-speed maneuvers. Watch any pro rider, and you'll see they never death grip the throttle. Instead, they roll on the gas smoothly and predictably to keep weight balanced and traction stable. If your bike feels snatchy when you get on the gas, practice rolling on and off gently in a parking lot. Throttle control isn't just about speed, it's the difference between a sketchy, rough ride and one that feels effortless and controlled. Number 6. Grip the tank with your knees. If you're using your arms to hold yourself up while riding, you're doing it wrong. The real secret to staying stable on the bike, especially in turns and under braking, is gripping the tank with your knees. This keeps your upper body loose, prevents fatigue, and allows for smoother steering inputs. Think of it like locking yourself into the bike, so the handlebars are free to do their job without unnecessary input. The harder you grip the tank, the less you'll fight the bike, making everything from corning to emergency braking feel more natural and controlled. If you're feeling arm pump or sore wrists after a ride, chances are you need to engage your legs more. Try squeezing the tank slightly and relaxing your grip on the bars. You'll instantly feel more planted and in sync with the bike. Number 7. Drag the rear brake at low speeds. Riding at slow speeds like in parking lots or making tight U-turns can feel unstable, especially for new riders. The trick to staying balanced? Lightly dragging the rear brake while keeping a steady throttle. This creates a stabilizing effect, preventing the bike from feeling twitchy or top-heavy. It also smooths out your control, so instead of jerky inputs, you get a fluid, controlled movement. Just remember, it's a light touch, not full-on braking. Too much pressure can cause the bike to stop abruptly. A good way to practice? Find an open space and try slow figure eights while gently keeping tension on the rear brake. Once you get it down, low-speed riding will feel effortless instead of nerve-wracking.